Okay, today we're working on a Coats Max. This is a 70, and we have a little issue with this. When you push that down, it leaks air out of here. So we're gonna go ahead and rebuild that cylinder there. We're gonna take these two off, unscrew those, and then there's a snap ring right here that I'm gonna take out to pull that whole cylinder out. Okay, once I got that clip out of there, you can see this whole assembly is now loose and can be moved out of there. Right here there's also a Allen that keeps this from turning. That has to be removed also. To get the duck head off, you have to punch this pin out also. Otherwise this won't go through there. Okay, first we're going to take the top off the cylinder. We got a 5mm. I think it could also be 3/16, but that was a little loose. Okay, I got 3 Allens. They're stainless going into aluminum, so I'm going to put some anti-seize on those when they go back in. They're pretty stiff. And now we just have to take the cylinder head off of the cylinder here. You can see it's moving a little bit, but it's pretty tight. Take and tap this a little bit. There's the one. There we go. Okay, this is the guide, and the kit comes with all those parts. And they also come with some little bit of synthetic grease. So this is the lower guide and O-ring. And then there's the upper guide, should be in here. There we go. So we need a tiny little screwdriver to get that out. Okay, we got. Okay, so now we do this paper bushing. Just gonna pop that out with the little screwdriver here. Okay, that's that. Looks like this one's like a Teflon. I guess this is Teflon. Okay, that one's in there. Next we're going to collapse this a little bit and start feeding it into the groove. comes in there. Okay, take some of this little bit of grease here. And spread it around on the Teflon seal or guide bushing. Put a little bit on the rubber one. Then we have the other Teflon goes on here. That one's out, new one's in. Grease that up. This is the tricky part, is to get this to hold together while you push it in to here. I'll just wiggle it a little bit and turn it a little bit. Let the weight push down on it a little bit. Make sure this seal is all the way in before you pinch it. You don't want to pinch that O-ring. There we go. Then we had some nicks on here we want to take care of. So I'm going to take some real fine sandpaper. All I'm sanding off here is the raised edges. You can feel them as the sandpaper goes over them. In here. Yeah, I'll put a little more on there. be careful, make sure that that bushing goes over the shaft. As you can see, both of those are tapered, but you want to still be careful to make sure that it goes on there right. I don't think there's any particular way that that has to. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's 4 ribs on here. 3 of them are for the screws. One of them is your air return, so that has to line up. Oh, and there's an O-ring for that too. I can replace that. So as you can see, the screw holes are there, and that's the air return. This stuff is wonderfully messy. Of course, with my hands the way they are now, it doesn't really matter. I'm just applying a little bit of pressure to all 3 of them to help pull that seal in. Okay, the proof is in the pudding, they say. And no leaks, so that's nice. It works.